So, Mr. Patrick Hoban has found himself in the middle of some controversy again, and this time we're discussing mind games. So, on one hand, people have been saying that Hoban has been cheating for using mind games at an event at San Jose recently. I'm going to explain the situation, and then you can decide for yourself. Now, I'm of the opinion that mind games are totally legit, and it's just how you play a strategy game. So, I don't see what the complaints are, but let's go through. So, I shall bring up the argument for you here, and this is posted by Patrick Hoban on Zodiac Duelist. So let's see. This is his explanation. Sometimes you just have to talk your way into winning. So Hoban, now feel free to pause the video and read this for yourself. But to summarize, Hoban basically he's staring down his opponent, and all his opponent needs to do is pop Hoban's emptiness with a Galaxy Cyclone in the graveyard and attack for game. Now, Hoban has a set emptiness, and he knows that he has the Cyclone in his graveyard. So, Hoban's checking his grave, looking around and stuff, because he knows that if his opponent plays this correctly, Hoban's gonna lose. So, what did Hoban do? Well, so his opponent draws. He draws for turn. Hoban knows that. He just has to flip the emptiness or else he dies, and hope that his opponent doesn't Cyclone it, which is ridiculous because of course your opponent's going to Cyclone it. But with a bit of mind games, you can probably trick your opponent into not, using their cards correctly. So, standby phase. Hoban flips it, and then he goes jokingly, haha, no Cyclone for you this time, right? His opponent's like, oh, goddamn, okay. So his opponent picks up his graveyard, and he starts looking through his graveyard. Now Hoban at this point goes, oh, can I see your graveyard when you're done, please? And his opponent just gives him it straight away. So on one side of the story, some people have said that Hoban was like, oh, give me your graveyard, and grabbed it off him, and it was made it out to be a hostage situation. I don't think that's realistic, let's be honest. So you can judge that if you want, but I believe with Hoban's side of the story. So he goes, yeah, I'll look at the graveyard. He looks at the graveyard, he shuffles through, he sees the Cyclone, and then I don't think anything malicious happened or anything, so he just puts it down. And then he's like, oh, well, okay, so his opponent scooped. So that's a good work of mind games there, right? Well, of course, that's controversial because some people are arguing that by saying, oh, no mind games, I'm just going to move the Facebook away and leave this in the background for you to watch in the meantime while I speak. So Hoban goes in the meantime, flips it, he flips the emptiness, and he's like, oh, nice, no Cyclone for you this time. Now, one interpretation of Hoban's words was that he's telling his opponent that he cannot activate Cyclone legally of some sort. And I believe the exact quote here that someone tried to use as a defense was this from the rulebook or policy documents or something. So blah 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 blah. A player intentionally conceals part of her field in an attempt to influence the opponent's gameplay decisions. I don't know why this is assuming it's a girl. Girls don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Come on, don't be ridiculous. And yeah, so sorry for the Facebook noises, by the way. Again, I need to keep it up. Actually, I'll be a smart guy and switch off my speakers. Wait, I don't think that matters. Anyway, so one argument that people have tried to make is that Hoban tried to manipulate the game state, so to say, right? Now, depending on the exact word said, I think you could interpret it that way. For example, if my opponent says to me, oh, I guess you cannot legally activate Cyclone this turn, for whatever reason, I don't know. But let's say that's the way that Hoban said it. That would be cheating because he's misrepresenting the game state. But that's not how Hoban said it. Hoban said it in the way to say, jokingly, oh, haha, no emptiness for you this time. So people got mad at that because, like I said, with the first interpretation, people said that he was misrepresenting the game state. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So I'm going to bring up his defense over this, if I can just find it. And this is he replies to the controversy. And this is basically it here. So feel free to like pause the video at this point to read it. I've already read it, of course I'm going to start talking about it now. So here's Hoban's response. Pause now. Okay, cool, let's talk. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, you know, it's like, this is the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? That's strategy. That's like one mind against another mind. Like, if I can force my opponent, like, not force, like, through malicious intent, but like force them through, what's that term called again? Power of suggestion, I think it is. So if you can use that to influence your opponent's game, then of course, like, you're like the better mind game player. Like, you might not be technically better, but you could argue mind games as part of technical play. Let's not go into that debate. But like, I don't see anything wrong here. I don't think anything was like done maliciously or anything. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. And I guess that's essentially it. That was the whole drama, that was the whole controversy. Some people saying that he was like, you know, cheating and hiding his graveyard and shuffling the cyclone to the back and whatever. I don't believe that. Honestly, I don't believe that. Who knows though? I mean, I wasn't there, I can't judge. In the end, these are things that you can only really tell like by yourself or having been there, but at the same time it's like, this kind of stuff's blown so out of proportion. It's like, who the hell cares? Like, mind your own damn business. Do you know what I mean? Like, if Hoban did that or didn't do that, like, why does it affect you? Who cares? You know? I guess that's just one argument to be had. Like I said, personally, I don't think that's cheating. I think that's genius. I think that's really fucking smart. Like, I don't want to be dick riding here. I don't want to be talking like, you know, saying, oh, he's so like smart and clever, like whatever. Like, it was a good play, let's be honest. That's good mind games. Maybe you disagree, but I guess that's on you. If you do disagree, I'd like to know why. I'd like to know what your argument is for saying that that's unfair or whatever. So comment down below, let me know. But like I said, I don't see anything wrong with what was done, and yeah. So I shall catch you guys next time. Go join the Facebook group Zodiac Duelist if you want to like catch up on this shit. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So see y'all next time.
Come, face me. Give in to your pride. Show me